casserole dish cover. Let's go make it. Easy beginner sewing project. Something you can do when you get your machine straight out of the box. I got you.
The first thing I did was choose my fabric, and I laid it on the table face down. And then I laid the casserole dish that I wanted to make the cover for on top of it, and I roughly drew out an oval. And I wasn't pleased with it, so I changed the shape of it a little until I was satisfied. After I did that, then I cut my oval out. That's my sweet husband, and occasionally he wants something like right now. And if he does, then he comes to do it.
Now we're going to use double fold bias tape. This is 3 yards of 0.875 width bias tape. And it's called double fold bias tape because that's exactly what it is. It's folded and then folded again. So it folds in and then it folds in again. So I want you to open it all the way up. That's a pretty side up, bias tape down. You're stitching in this seam all the way around.
There's no secret to sewing a circle. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Just like any other hobby, the more you practice, the better you get.
When I started, I didn't sew this end down. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to fold this over like this, lay this one on top of it, and I'm going to sew like that. And I'm going to cut the bias tape off. So the reason I did that is when it folds back over and folds over again, you won't have a raw edge. You're going to let it naturally fold back over into itself. It's going to fold over the raw edge of your fabric. And you're going to come right here and you're going to stitch all the way around.
This fabric is from the collection Once Upon a Christmas by Moda. It's a beautiful collection with lots of pink. And I'm into pink this year, I guess because of the little ladies. After we stitch this down, I'm going to use 1/2 inch elastic, but you could use something a little wider if you wanted to.
I overlapped these, folded this down, tucked it in. And then when I started sewing down here. I did not sew any of this shut. I sewed all the way around where the bias tape overlaps until I got back to where this connects. So I'm going to take my elastic and go around my dish. Now I'm going around until it's snug, but I don't want to stretch it. I'm not stretching my elastic. I'm just going to go around here until it meets, and then I'm going to cut it off. If you're unsure, always use more. You can always cut it off at the end if you don't need it, but if you cut it too short, that stinks, pulling it out and starting over. So now I'm going to feed it all the way through. Now I just put it on a safety pin and I'm pushing it through. Thank you to Missouri Star Quilt Company for sending us these beautiful fabrics. Missouri Star Quilt Company sent us the Fat Quarter Bundle and let us decide what we were making. So I asked y'all, y'all told me, and that's what we're doing. Now I've used bias tape on this cover. You could easily make a casing, or you could use the smaller bias tape, would have worked too. I just happened to have this green. It was beautiful with the fabric, so that's why I chose this. But just because this is the way that I did it doesn't mean this is the way that you have to do it. When we're feeding it through, do you see our elastic down there? We don't want to accidentally pull the tail of our elastic inside our project because there's no getting it out. I mean, it's not like you can fish it back out. You're pulling your elastic all the way out and starting all the way over. So I'm going to be careful as I get close to the end that I don't accidentally pull it in. All right, now it's time to, I'm going to hold on to this while I pull this. Now it's time to connect our elastic. Now y'all know, not pretty, it's also not technical. Overlap it, stitch, stitch, stitch. You want to make sure that it's not twisted. And you want to make sure that it's got some good stitches that are going to hold it together.
When y'all make these, I need y'all to send me a photo to hometownquiltcompany@gmail.com. I want to see.
We're going to pull our elastic into our project. And after we get our elastic all the way in, then we're going to close it up. Now we need to close this up that we left open for our elastic. We're going to let it fold over and we're going to come back and stitch it down right here. Let's try it on our casserole dish. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so cute. So stinking cute. Cute, cute, cute. Look at this going to my next family gathering. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.